I would like to shout out Alabama Thorn for sending me the link to this particular article. This is going to be a very short and brief video. So, in this image is the picture of Ulysses Wilkerson, and I did a video about him about maybe a couple months ago, and he was the black boy that was badly and damn near severely beaten by these cops in Alabama. I believe it was Alabama where it happened at. It was one of them red hick states. And they basically said that he was being combative with them. You know, the usual bullshit that they come up with every single chance they get. So the link that was pretty much sent to me in so many words was saying that a grand jury failed to indict the four of them, who beat this boy. They basically jumped him. It looks like he was being initiated into a gang. This is how his face looked when it was all said and done. Now I would like to know, to all the people that claim all lives matter, where were your antennas when this case came about? See, that's why I don't take them seriously at all. We know exactly who they're talking about. Hell, I haven't even heard about the whole All Lives Matter thing when the shooting happened in Parkland, Florida, and that was pretty much mostly white people that were affected by it. But you know why they didn't say anything is because it was a white perpetrator. So basically, it's Ulysses Wilkerson's fault for why his face looks like that. They basically agreed with the attorneys for those four cops that it is his fault for why his face looks like this. If y'all don't remember, when I did the story, his face was so badly bruised and battered that they could not operate on him until the swelling went down. Now, I don't know how long it took for the swelling to go down on his face, but they could not do anything with him until the swelling went down on its own. So he had to stay in the hospital for a while before they could do anything to him. That's how badly his face was. But basically, it's open season on black people, and it has been for a while now. I'm just waiting to see how many black people who refuse to be aware of this situation that we're in to actually snap out of it and actually wake up to reality. This is why Christopher Dorner, Micah Johnson, and Gavin Long did what they did. In my honest opinion, they were justified in their actions. And that's exactly why all three of them ended up in my Black Heroes Month series last month. Well-deserved spots. Those were actually the three that actually inspired my Black Heroes Month, truth be told. Y'all didn't know that until now. Those three individuals were the ones who inspired my Black Heroes Month series of videos. And in situations like this, which is exactly why many black people do not trust the cops, especially the white ones. Because they can treat any of us the way that they want to and get away with it. They'll give the white ones a slap on the wrist, well, not the white, but yeah, a slap on the wrist, and then they'll be done with it. They'll probably deal with a couple of them, and I do mean a couple, and I mean a slight few of them, the way that they should be dealt with, but they won't. The white perpetrators have so much privilege and so much leadway, they can do anything that they want, and they know they can because they know they're going to get away with it. But us, on the other hand, not a chance. I just did a video where these two cops were indicted in Georgia for the beating of Demetrius Hollins at a traffic stop, and he had his hands up. He was complying, but they beat him and held him down and hit his head into the concrete. Could have crushed his skull and could have killed him. See, the thing is, there's not enough police reform or police retraining that they can do to change the mindset they already had before they became a cop. How they came in there was with a Klan or a slave master mindset. And there's not enough psychological retooling of the brain that they can do to undo what they already set out to accomplish. I have nothing more to say on this case except that whenever something happens to one of them or a few of them, like I say in those heroin videos and now these mass shooting videos, I say this unto them: I feel nothing for them or for their loss of life. I feel nothing for their loved one who may be affected when something happens to them. Hell, I don't feel anything for their loved one if a loved one happens to, quote unquote, take that eternal dirt nap. I just don't. I haven't felt that way or had any compassion toward them in such a long time, and it's actually a very emancipating feeling. A feeling of emancipation to actually say and talk like this and not hesitate or mince my words. Because I mean everything that I say. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments.